All right, I did it. I went down to the Apple store on Apple Vision Pro launch day, and I tried the Apple Vision Pro. I'm not gonna buy it. Some people call it poverty. Some people call me a non-enthusiast. Some people say it's a good financial decision. I don't have $3,500. This is not a review. It's sort of a comparison between the Quest 3, sort of the Quest 2, because that's the headsets I know best. That's the headsets I love. So that is what I'm doing. I was not allowed to record using the headset. We tried to, but no, you can't record when you're demoing it. First of all, the pass-through. Oh my god, bro. Holy crap. Imagine the advertising. Imagine the advertising of the Quest 3 that they put out. Meta put out this advertising. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Looks like shit, okay, right? I mean, compared to what they say. It's not awful, but the pass-through on the Apple Vision Pro is probably what you were expecting when you put on the Quest 3. It is sharp. It is very sharp. It is very good looking. Hands down. Does everyone fucking drive a motorcycle here? It's amazing. The sharpness, when you're standing still and you look at your hand, it's almost like real life. You can still tell it's a video. There's little things that give it away, but it looks so real. It is so sharp. It is amazingly sharp. Until you start moving your head, it gets blurry because of ISO or something. I'm not sure. I know it's adjusting. And also, I looked at my phone really quick. Sharp as shit. I could read it with no problem. Still, it looks like a video feed, but the resolution is unmatched. Absolutely unmatched. Amazing pass-through. There's no warping either. So the Quest 3 suffers really badly from warping. Like, you move your hand over an object, it warps all around it. Ugly. Gone. However, for the pass-through, the brightness wasn't great. There wasn't high dynamic range, I could tell. Very much a flat image. Putting on and off the headset, the real environment was very bright and the headset was really dark. So it's not magic. It still looks like a video feed and it's not that bright. Everything's sort of, anyways. Weird jump to spatial videos were really awesome. It was all captured with an iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max, and they looked really good. The only thing is that they were good resolution, really sharp, really good 3D. However, the textures were sort of AI muddy. You can tell there's some AI magic trickery going on in there to make it look more sharp. It wasn't super sharp, but in the end, it is freaking cool. The comfort was not great. So I'd say that the cupping thing on the back of your head, it felt really good. It felt like it was almost not even there. The part that was bad is as you can expect, the headset was heavy as a dick. Ow, it's weird. So I'm used to on the Quest 3, the arms of the headset on each side moves like around the headset itself. On these, I believe it's completely fixed. I didn't get to move it, but he said because it was all on my forehead at first, but to relieve, I pull the cup up on my head, so it's more on my face. That puts more pressure on my head though, so it's really heavy on my face. This thing has awful ergonomics. They didn't let me try the middle strap up the head. I'm pretty sure anyone who's willing to use this for long periods of time will want to have that middle strap there, so some of that weight is taken off the front. It wasn't great. Comfort was pretty bad. Other than of course, the cup. It cradled my skull perfectly. Right after I took off the headset, this is what my face looked like. I took the picture of myself real quick. It leaves a mark on your face. The colors, I didn't get a great chance to try the colors, but from what I could tell, it was pretty darn good. There's not much I can say, but what I could tell, it was pretty good. It was pretty saturated and full, I suppose. Same thing with dark level. I didn't get a perfect chance to see the darks. I'd imagine they're almost perfect dark because it's micro OLED. There was this one environment that was the lake environment right next to the forest, and in the corner it was really dark over there. It looked almost pitch black. And also, I have to say, those environments more sharp than Brink Traveler. So it's like Brink Traveler in terms of realism, but then takes up another notch. Like, I only got to try that environment, so I didn't get to try the moon or anything else. But the resolution was really, really high. It was almost lifelike. Something that just keeps popping back up in my head is the occlusion to your hands. That blew my freaking mind. So it's one thing where you see the menu in front of you, you can put your hand over it, and it cuts around your hand. Not a perfect cut, right? But it's good enough. It's more than good enough. I was like trying to close my eyes to figure out how it's working because it looked so good. Now what freaking blew my socks off was when I switched to the full immersive environment, but my hands were still there. But not only my hands, my arms were too. So just being like standing there like this, I was like, whoa, bro. Oh, it was crazy. It was insane. It was really good. The occlusion for the environment. Oh, it gets pretty bad around the edges of your fingers. You can see through the background. And also, it also blends your skin into the environment. It has like a color grading. So my hand is a little bit blue to fit with the background of the environment I was in. It was just crazy, man. So when I keep imagining myself wearing the headset, that's the first thing I think of. That really blew my mind. I'm excited to see what the Quest 3 has to do about that, because I know they're working on it. I like to see how they're doing it because that was really cool. I mean, I would love to see that in the Quest headsets. Now let's talk about the screens and the unfortunate lenses. I'll get into that in a second. First, let's talk about the good part. The screens, it was so sharp, I could not see any pixels. Screen door effect, gone. Just about gone. I could not see it. Even in the Quest 3, it's almost gone. Like, it's there. The screen door effect, just about gone, almost. And the pixel density is so good, you just cannot see individual pixels unless you're looking for it. On this headset, I don't even think I could look for a pixel. It was so clear, so sharp. Like the edges of the menus, just look like a perfect rounded surface. Crazy. Now we gotta talk about the lenses. Oh no! I almost went into this imagining that the field of view would be really good. It's not. It's like the Quest 3, maybe worse, maybe better. It's in that range. It's not good, the field of view. But on top of that, to shove the dingus in the dolly, there's chromatic aberration, man. There's lots of chromatic aberration. So much it's actually a little bit distracting for me. There's a sweet spot, and it's pretty small. How unfortunate is that? All that beautiful high-resolution screen being pooped on by these half-assed lenses, to be completely honest. Maybe it can be mitigated with some software updates, because they can use software to fight against the chromatic aberration that's made from the lenses. But the lenses were not great. I really wish they bumped the FOV up. You have such sharp displays, such a small FOV. Then again, watching movies, you get that extra crispness. So it has its trade-offs, I suppose. But in the end, man, oh my gosh, it's just small FOV, chromatic aberration, not perfect clarity at the edges for sure. So not great, dude, not great. The eye tracking is pretty good. They did some calibration for me where I followed the dots around and get it calibrated. It was good. It felt pretty intuitive just looking and tapping. I think I might have been used to it because I played the PSVR 2, which also used that instead of the menu for Horizon. I might be just used to it, like zooming and tapping and scrolling, and felt good. It felt good overall. That's about it, okay? So in the end, I was a little underwhelmed. I always go into these sort of expectations for these coming VR headsets with high expectations. That's a bad thing, my God. But I was a little bit underwhelmed. Big points taken off for both the comfort and also the lens clarity. Ugh, gross compared to that beautiful screen. So it's sort of like a slap in the face. Salami.